Lots of grinding, cutting, and getting this thing ready to put the panels in. I'll show you what I've done. I went ahead and cut a whole bunch of the metal out. I was just going to patch it, but I decided to go ahead and go through the factory seams and replace the whole panels as the factory did, since I've got them. This whole floorboard I cut out. And now I'm just grinding down the tops of my braces so that way I can spot weld to them. You know, there's kind of like two types of rust a car can have, and this car had rust just from water sitting in the panels from that rear windowsill that leaked. But that's not as bad of kind of a rust as like saltwater rust. When you have salt rust, it'll eat up things like that, and all this stuff is real solid on this car, so I can just lay these new panels on there and weld to it. It'll be almost as good as new. When you're grinding and welding on a car, those sparks will embed themselves into your glass and ruin your glass, so you need to put cardboard up or something like that to protect them. That's what I've done here. I also removed the front seat to give myself more room. For those bolts that bolted the seat down, sometimes those can be a hassle to get out, but those came out like they were put in 2 weeks ago. I know they've been there ever since '63. And something else I do whenever I take a bolt out like that, I go ahead and bolt it back into the hole it came out of, so when I get ready to put the front seat in, I know where my bolts are. Anyway, this is where I'm at with it. I'm fixing to put the new panels down in here. I'll screw them in place first. I'll screw them to these braces. And after everything's fitting and well, I'll go back and spot weld it in. I'll show you the panels that I'm fixing to put in. Got them cut out, ready to go in. So that'll be next. I've been riding my Whizzer bike a bunch, back and forth to the hardware store, and I don't hardly even use my car anymore. You know, this type of work is real tedious and discouraging. I'm glad I didn't just tear every last part off of this car whenever I first got it, because of, you know, it's nice to know that once I get these put in place and welded in there, I can drive the car around some. I don't have the whole reassembly of the car staring at me, because this right here is tedious enough and discouraging enough. But soon I'll be done with it. Then after that I can get onto the paint and body work and rebuilding the motor. I don't know which I'll do first. And then to the interior shop. It'll be ready.